Hello and welcome. All of us have seen a lot of videos and read a lot of books explaining the theory behind retained cloud migration strategy. If you want a detailed and practical explanation of this strategy, you can find a link to this video here, and the link of this video also present in description below. But in today's video, I want to go beyond the theory. I will show you real examples of companies that implemented the retain strategy, where this strategy worked well and where it didn't work, and the most important, why. Together, we will look at real success and fail stories so you can better understand not just the theory, but how the strategies actually play out in real cloud migration projects. Practice often teaches much more than a theory, and these examples will help you see what to do and what to avoid if, of course, it's possible. Before we proceed, if you find this content helpful, please like and subscribe. Your support helps grow our community and signals to YouTube that this channel provides valuable information. I very appreciate your help in sharing knowledge. One well-known case is the US Department of Defense. When the Department of Defense started its cloud migration initiatives, including the early phases of the Jedi project, they made it clear that not all systems would move to the cloud immediately. Some highly sensitive workloads involving classified data, national security systems, legacy applications built decades ago remained on premises. The decision to retain these systems was based on security concerns, regulatory compliance, and the high complexity of refactoring or rehosting very old software. By keeping these workloads locally, they reduced risk and maintained control while still moving less sensitive systems to cloud platforms. Another example comes from large global banks like HSBC. When HSBC began its cloud adoption journey, they chose to retain certain core banking systems, especially those deeply integrated with old mainframe environments. Mainframes continue to power many banking systems worldwide, and moving them is not a simple task. Retaining the systems allowed HSBC to continue operations smoothly while investing in cloud transformation for newer services like customer mobile applications and, for example, digital payments platforms. This hybrid approach, a mix of retained core systems and new cloud services, helps them balance modernization with operational stability. Healthcare organizations also frequently apply the retain strategy. For example, Mayo Clinic, one of the largest healthcare providers in the United States, took a hybrid approach to its cloud migration. They moved analytics, collaboration tools, and non-critical workloads to cloud platforms like Google Cloud, but retained highly sensitive patient data and imaging systems in their own data centers. The reason was very clear: compliance with healthcare regulations like HIPAA, the need for fast access to large medical imaging files, and patient data privacy concerns. Retaining these core systems ensured patient care was never disrupted. But retention is not only about regulations. For example, Coca-Cola offers another interesting example. During their cloud transformation, Coca-Cola decided to retain some global manufacturing control systems on premises. These systems are tightly linked to physical production lines, things like bottling control, manufacturing robotics and logistics tracking, etc., etc. Moving these highly connected systems to the cloud would have added a complexity, latency, and risk. By retaining them while migration, marketing, finance, and analytics workloads to cloud services, Coca-Cola protected its core manufacturing capabilities without slowing down its broader digital transformation. However, not every decision to retain systems leads to an ideal outcome, unfortunately. There was a case with a large insurance company, unnamed publicly due to confidentiality, of course, where the decision to retain a set of critical underwriting applications caused future complications. Initially, retention seemed safe because the applications were old and tightly integrated with third-party tools. But over time, maintaining the systems on premises created a growing technology gap. New cloud-native applications had difficulty integration cleanly with the old on-premises systems. Data synchronization became a bottleneck. Project timelines slowed down, and the company eventually had to start a more painful modernization effort later. One that cost more because it has been postponed. Similarly, a European Transportation Agency faced challenges when they decided to retain an old scheduling system while migrating customer service and online booking platforms to the cloud. The retained system could not easily connect with new APIs and cloud services, leading to data inconsistencies, high maintenance costs, and frustrated development teams, of course, and users. In summary, a hybrid modernization plan would have been better rather than just freezing the old system in place. These examples show that retain is a very powerful tool, but it must be used strategically, not as a way to avoid hard decisions. Successful companies like HSBC, Mayo Clinic, Coca-Cola, etc., all used retain carefully. They kept systems on premises where risk, complexity, or regulation made migration impractical. But they kept moving forward on cloud adoption, whatever it makes sense. The companies that struggled often used retain as a short-term fix without a long-term strategy, leading to growing technical debt and integration problems over time. So, what's the takeaway from these examples? The retain strategy is smart when it's part of a bigger plan. It's not about saying no to the cloud. It's about saying not yet or not this workload. It lets you prioritize migration efforts where they bring the most value first. But every retained system should have a future plan, whether that's modernization, replacement, or eventual cloud migration or whatever. If you're leading a cloud migration and considering retain, please ask yourself, are we keeping the system because it truly makes sense? Or just because it's the easy path today? Having a clear, documented roadmap will make all the difference in the long term. Thank you for watching and see you next time.